Okay, this video is going to be on Schoology. It's a learning platform much like Blackboard, or if you're familiar with Moodle or Edmodo. It's just another style of platform for learning that you can store information on, provide quizzes and assessments and so forth. To sign up for Schoology, you're going to go to Schoology.com, and you'll see in the upper right hand corner here where it says sign up. When you click on that, you're going to be prompted to sign up as an instructor or as a student. The instructor, obviously, you'll hit that mark. If you're a student, you'll hit the student mark. If a student already has an account, then they'll just need to put an access code in to join your class, and I'll show you where that is in a minute. So you would just hit right here. And then once you create an account, it'll give you a page like this. There's some things I really like about Schoology. I've used Moodle and Blackboard and Edmodo all. I think this one's really user friendly. It has enough bells and whistles and the right kind of bells and whistles that you would need to run your class effectively, in my opinion. A lot of this you'll be able to kind of search through, but you can see there's a home feature, courses, you can do groups and resources. The resources where you can make things available to the public or to a group, or you can archive information, for later that you had throughout the year, or pre-planning that you want to put stuff that you're going to pull from for later in the year. Groups, this function just allows you to create different kinds of groups. If you want to create an enrichment group that has a combination of kids from other classes, you can do that. And then they would only have access to that information. Or if you want to create a section that's just for paras, then you can do that for information that they have. So any groups you might want to create. And then the courses area, this is where you're going to set your classes. You're going to organize them how you want them, by period or content, or however you choose to do that. You'll create the course by clicking down here, by clicking this create button. And once you create a class, you'll get a code, which I'll show you in a minute. And then right here is where a student or anybody would click join. And if they click join, there's an access code that they put in that corresponds with the course you're wanting to put them into. That access code is available when you add the course, and you'll get a number like this down here in the lower left green box. Each course will have its own separate access code. So if you have 5 class periods, then period 1 would have a code that you would give students in period 1, period 2 for period 2, etc. Just a quick overview of some things you can do. You can obviously, it's real easy to hide and show what you want. So if you create stuff on Schoology and you don't want it viewable by students yet, you can hide everything that you don't want viewable. You can set everything to open up on its own and close on its own by arranging the date and time that you want those things made available or unavailable. You have 2 places here in Schoology, which is what I like. Students can access directly to the assignments or the tests and quizzes, or you can they can access through your organized folders. Add materials. This is where you're going to add folders, quizzes, assignments, and so forth. The one thing that I really like about Schoology is it's very easy to create subfolders, and you can pretty much make those unlimited. And then it's also very easy to transfer and copy information from whether you're going from one class to another, or classes to resources, or even if you want to move materials within that particular course. It's just very easy to move stuff around. If I wanted to rearrange this, for example, all I have to do is click the folder, and if I wanted to move quarter 3 to the top, bam, it's done. It's up at the top. So I really like the ease that it is to do those things. I can access information in quarter 3 by clicking on it, and then I can create a whole list of subfolders, and I can create subfolders within that. Now I organize mine like tests and videos and notes and forms and so forth. If you notice this tinted color, it's because it's hidden right now. I can unhide this just by going to the edit button, and then that allows me to edit the name or description or the date. I can put an end date if I want it to be noted that it's being turned in late. It's real easy for me to make it. I can make it visible or hidden. I can make it available after a certain date, or I can create a range of dates that I want it available, say from September 1st to September 5th. So all those options are available and very easy to access. If I wanted to create a test and quiz within this folder, then I would just click on it. Like, for example, this is on quarter 3. So I added a test and quiz folder by clicking on add another folder. And then when I go into that one, now I can add my tests and quizzes. And this allows me to add multiple choice, matching, fill in the blank, short answer, essay, and it grades it all on its own. The only thing is, like, fill in the blank, you have to have the exact answer, the exact wording, the spelling, the exact spacing. But still, it cuts down on some of that for you. The computer, if some are coming up wrong, you just go through and you look at those, and I'll show you why, an easy way that it allows you to do that. One other thing that I want to show you is the way you access information. If I'm in quarter 3, for example, I'm sorry, if I'm on my home page, I don't have to click on quarter 3. I can actually just click this drop down, and it gives me all my subfolders, and then I can click again and gives me my options, and so I can go straight to it from there. And then I can also access all my editing from there. So I don't have to go through all these different pages. It's all right here on the first page. If I wanted to move this to resources, if I wanted to copy it to other courses, I can do it all at the same time. And the thing I like about it is it allows me to pick exactly, like if I want to put it in period 6, it allows me to put exactly where in period 6, quarter 4, into test and quizzes. And then it's going to put it in that folder. And I can do that with every class at one time. And it also allows me to move things. So if I wanted to move it within, if I wanted to just move this assignment to a different place within quarter 3, I can do that. So it's just real easy to manage and move things around. And that's probably one of my favorite things about it. So a lot of that is just, I know what I wanted to go over. Assignments. Let's say I go to assignments. So I want to add an assignment here. Just point out one feature. Obviously, you can name and description, and you can edit it all. I can attach a file if I want to this for them to access. I can attach a link, different resources, external tools. So I can attach all this into the description. I can create a due date, decide if I want it graded or ungraded, create the category of grading, adjust the points. But what's really cool is submission enabled. If I want this submitted in a Dropbox, like let's say they're going to do a written assignment or something like that, then I can enable the Dropbox and they can turn it on, that they submit it online. If I don't want a Dropbox, I just disable it. So it's that easy to enable and disable. If I want to make it visible, again, visible, hidden. And that's it. It's so simple to maneuver and manage this system. But again, and one last feature I want to go over and just briefly is just talk about like quizzes. This has probably been the main reason that I have used Schoology over some of the other platforms that I'm familiar with, and that is the ease in grading. If I wanted to take a look, for example, at this student, then I can look right here on this student, and all of these things all their submissions are right here. I can view and edit the submission, I can unsubmit it, I can delete it, but I can view it by student. The other really handy thing, which is different than some of the ones I've used, is I can view it not only by student, but I can view it by question. So let's say I was talking to you about fill in the blank, and maybe some of the students spell it wrong and you still take the answer. Well, I can pull up, say, question 1, and it will pull up everybody from question 1. And I can just grade that single question and look at that one question at a time. And then after I'm done grading it, then I can go and I can move on to question 2. So I have the choice to grade by question or by student. And then if I want to adjust grades, that's a very easy process as well. I've already graded this, so that's one reason it's not showing. But there would be, I can make my adjustments real easy. I can add comments, and that's the other thing that I like. If I'm grading and I know there's a common comment or a common error that students are making, let's say 10 kids miss a question and they're all making the same error, then I can just type what that error is. This is your error. And then I basically just copy that. And then I can go through on all the students I want to put that error on. And then I can just start pasting that message if that's what I choose to do. So I could copy this. And then I could go through on all those students and I can just paste if that error was the same. Or I can individualize the comments if I want to do that. So it's just the grading aspect of it, I think, for tests and quizzes are really good. It cuts back a lot on my grading time, allows me to do reassessments very easily because of that grading time cutback. And then finally, you have all the other options, writing, you have your questions that you look at, the preview, the results, all those things. If I want to just go in and change a grade, I can change it right here. I can click it in and then click override, so it's real easy to make grade adjustments. But then I can also make it available, hidden. I can open it from a certain date on, or I can create a range. And not only can I say September 1st to September 5th, but I can also say from 8:30 to 9:30. So I can adjust the exact time and it will open and close it on its own. Real easy. I can create time limits, adjust my attempts. I can randomize the order of the questions for every, so it'll be completely random. Every kid will have a different order of questions. But then also when you write questions, like the multiple choice, matching, fill in the blank, it will also allow you to randomize the order of answers. So that is another randomizing component that you get on it. And then again, you can make the questions reviewable or not reviewable. You can make it resumable or not resumable. You can allow kids to see their submissions, not see their submissions, or see their submissions with correct answers. So there's just a lot of easy features that can be done. And again, the biggest thing I like is just the simplicity of organizing it. And that was probably my biggest thing on it. It organizes well, it moves around, it copies well. And writing the tests and quizzes were very, very easy, which was a big plus for me because I do all my quizzes this way. And then you can put any link you want to YouTube's or any videos that you've created. You can organize them in a links area. So anyway, that's just a lot of the different features that it has. And I can create more videos to talk more about specifics at a later time, but hopefully this gives you an overview of what this platform can do for you in your classroom. Thank you.